I'm back with Chris from Bartlett Tree Experts. Chris, Noah's done a really good job breaking up all the soil here.
Yeah, he has, Gord. He's loosened it up incredibly well, down to about a depth of 8 inches. And if you have a good dig, you can see how pliable it is.
Yeah, this is lovely to work with.
Yeah, so, you know, the compaction element is really gone. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add a prescription fertilizer, which is from the results of our soil analysis.
Okay.
So in this case, we're going to add some mycorrhizae, which are going to help the roots absorb a lot of new elements or nutrients.
Right.
And some lime, because we found that the pH was a little bit out, so a light lime application to adjust that, and see how the tree does. But I have to say that we've done trees like this in the past, and the results have been tremendous.
Really?
And we've had a look at the soil profile and seen up to about 400% increase in fibrous roots.
Really? So this little guy, or big guy, is really going to enjoy this.
He's really going to enjoy it a great deal. Yeah.
Perfect. So now we will be taking the rest of this soil, moving it around, and then Noah's going to come back out and give it another
And
mix?
he's going to mix it in again, so it's more than pliable, and a mulch layer is going to go on top of that just to conserve any of the moisture.
Okay, perfect. Now, I should mention that, you know, if someone is at home trying to do this with a rake and a shovel, that the air spade really doesn't do any damage to the root system at all, and it's really just moving the soil around.
It moves the soil around, and it really just pushes it out of the way of the roots. And even though the airstream is very high pressure, just the way it comes out of the end of the nozzle doesn't damage the actual root itself.
So if we were trying to use these archaic kind of things, we'd be doing some big damage.
Big damage, and it would take you a long, long time, and you get nowhere near the result with the air spade. Another thing that the air spade works wonderfully for is if you do have a large mature tree like this in your property, is to prepare a planting underneath it. If you wanted to put rhododendrons underneath the maple or something like that, Gord, it works just excellently for building up a bed and just getting a really good marriage between the two soils.
Okay, now we only took it down about 6 or 8 inches. Can you, if you've got you need a deep root zone, can you go down farther than that?
You can. You can take it all the way down to a foot if you want to. Even further if you begin to shovel some of the soils out. So it's a great tool if you needed to run a service into the house and it needed to go through the drip line of a tree. So you can uncover structural roots of the tree and go underneath them without cutting them with a backhoe, which so often happens.
Okay, and just sort of slide the
slide whatever you need to go underneath, and no damage to the tree.
Perfect. Well, I guess maybe we should help Noah out here and
I think
move
we
the rest
should.
of this stuff around.